Today, I want to talk about wallaby beetles, the shortest, toughest, and one of the dumbest K&D operatives out there. I mean, this guy thought 2 plus 2 is pizza, and that's just me getting started. At one point, Wally didn't even understand that the first line on his homework wasn't a question, but where he was supposed to write his name. He only figured it out after number 5 came to help. If you were a math teacher going through number 4's homework, you'd need therapy after. Just look at this. 7 plus 4 equals 85. 8 plus 8 equals, it's stupid. And he couldn't even spell stupid right. Then there's 11 minus 3 equals 1,084,612. How did he even come up with that? And to top it off, some of his answers were just emojis. Now, the funny thing is, he was never shy to present his work and would literally put his life on the line to make sure no one stole his homework. But we're not here to talk about how stupid number 4 was. That's pretty evident. In fact, the show itself didn't shy from showing that he indeed had a small brain. No, today's about something deeper. We want to talk about number 4 as a character, because honestly, he was arguably the best one in the whole show. He had that unmistakable Australian accent, that bowl-cut blonde hair, the bright orange hoodie, and of course, that permanent scowl. He was short, he was loud, and half the time he looked like he was ready to throw hands with the next person who called him sport. But that's exactly what made him so real. Wally didn't hide behind fake charm or try to be someone he wasn't. What you saw was what you got. He was tough because that's how he survived. He fought because that's what he was good at. And even though people teased him for his height or his temper, he never stopped trying to prove himself. Not to others, but to himself. And that fiery spirit showed up everywhere, even in the most ridiculous situations. I remember there was this one time when Sector V went to the movies, and it turned out to be a rainbow monkey double feature. And we all knew how much number 4 hated rainbow monkeys. I think the only reason Wally even went was because of number 3. But after a while, he just couldn't take it anymore and decided to sneak into another movie called Violence, which, of course, was adults only. So what did he do? He disguised himself as an adult and snuck in, only to realize it was actually a secret villain strategy meeting led by Mr. Boss. The place was packed. Nearly every adult villain you could think of was in that room. And when he got discovered, bro didn't hide. He single-handedly outsmarted all those villains and fought his way out. When he finally rejoined the team, he didn't even seem fazed, just hands in his pockets, walking off like nothing had even happened. Classic number 4. And that wasn't a one-time thing either. His resilience was something else entirely. In Operation Future, he was literally one of the last surviving men on Earth, 75 years after Madame Margaret took over the world and turned almost every boy into a girl. Against all odds, he built a resistance group called the Boys Next Door. Sure, the whole mess was partly his fault for not stopping her earlier, but surviving that long in a world ruled by his enemy? That says everything about how tough he really was. That future was so messed up, so far gone, that the idea of boys and girls fighting side by side had become a myth, a bedtime story dads told their little boys just to help them sleep at night. But somehow, number 4 still found a way to fix it, with the help of, guess who? Number 3's granddaughter, Sally Sandban. Even 75 years later, their paths somehow still crossed, like destiny refused to let them drift apart. And speaking of alternate worlds, remember when he met his evil counterpart, Negative 4? Number 4 was actually one of the main reasons the team managed to save the entire world. In Negative 4's universe, everything was flipped. Adults played games and acted like kids, while the kids worked tirelessly, got paid, and were forced to give allowances to adults. Negative 4's plan was to enslave the kids from the Kids Next Door universe too. Now, if you knew number 4, you knew he only feared 2 things: swimming and probably a pissed-off number 3. But let's be honest, that goes for everyone. Despite that fear of water, he dove into the pool to cross into the Negaverse and stop his evil counterpart. He was the one who realized that if Negative 4 was truly his opposite, then he had to be a coward. And he was right. Negative 4 turned out to be all talk, a bully who couldn't even face Wally in a real fight. By defeating him, number 4 didn't just save his own world, he helped free the Negaverse too. Funny thing about this one, too, is despite -1 unknowingly showing signs that he was not the real number 1, number 4 only knew they were imposters when -3 showed up. He could instantly tell she wasn't number 3, even with the striking resemblance. But for every brave thing Wally did, there was an equally ridiculous one. Number 4 was tough, no doubt, but he could be reckless. At one point, he actually went to the Kids Next Door Arctic prison to enlist Mr. Boss, Count Spankulot, Stickybeard, Soccer Mom, and Toilet Nader, and this isn't a joke, to help him defeat his own father in a bowling tournament. And this was all because he didn't want to polish that giant trophy his dad would always win. To get the villains on his side, Wally tricked them into thinking their sodas were poisoned, promising an antidote only if they helped him. Despite their efforts, the villains' team narrowly lost. In the end, number 4 accidentally knocked over the final pin himself, giving his father the victory. He earned himself an arrest for what he did, along with the thankless task of polishing that gigantic trophy. Still, for all his dumb ideas and reckless moments, one thing always stood out. When it came to his friends, he would fight anything that breathed. He respected number 1, had a crush on number 3, was best friends with number 2, and saw number 5 more like an older sister. His bond with number 5 showed itself a number of times. There was one time when number 5 lost her homework and told the teacher that a dog had eaten it, and it was actually true. But no one believed her. Everyone laughed. Later, as they were walking home, number 4 suggested they go to Valerie's house and slap that dog that ate her homework. He was the only one who believed number 5, even though it was such an absurd excuse. To cut the story short, number 4 saved the day. They fed his homework to Valerie, who was apparently the were-dog, and she spat out the homework and collapsed because it was that terrible. And it didn't stop there. In Operation Doghouse, number 4 came to number 5's rescue again. He literally took on a pack of those homework-eating were-dogs to avenge her, after finding her injured on the staircase of the haunted mansion.
No way! My homework's in there, along with whoever did this to you.
Number 5 can handle this herself.
I know you can, but 2 of us can handle it better.
Even today, Wally stands out as one of the most human characters in Kids Next Door. He's loyal to his friends, brave to a fault, and driven by emotion more than logic. He's the kind of person who'll fight anyone who disrespects his team, and then blush the second Kooky smiles at him. He may have punched his way through most of his problems, but he also taught us that real courage wasn't about never being afraid. It was about standing up anyway. But the craziest part? He went to Harvard. Yeah, let that sink in. Somehow, he made it.